Why do they call it oven? When you in the cold food, out hot eat the food. Welcome back, everybody, to Gabagalooza. I am Murph Dog, and this is my trusted side piece over here.
Mr. Non-Clutch.
And we're back with another Gabagalooza action. That was an interesting opening that someone told me to do.
Read it again.
Why do they call it oven? When you in the cold food, out hot eat the food. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's a Garfield meme.
I feel like my mind just popped.
Where Garfield's owner, John, says that.
Man, oh man. How y'all doing? It's been a long 2 weeks since we've last done our favorited podcast, Gabagalooza. How y'all doing in chat? How have you been? It's been a little bit of a break, you know? Mm-hmm. A little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah,
if they shall say.
Although we've been busy.
Yes.
And
honestly,
the outside.
I'm kind of content, even if, so I'll just say right off the bat, the reason that we did not do Gabagalooza last week was because I ended up going to the Yankee game on that Monday night.
You went to a Yankee game.
The Yankees absolutely smashed, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but, it was finals week, and we were really getting down to the nitty-gritty of school, so honestly, if I wasn't going to the Yankee game, I wouldn't have been mad if we canceled anyway, just because of what was going on. Mm-hmm. So, hey.
Either way, it's all over now. I took my final. I was telling him, wrap your head around this, all right? I took an exam today that wasn't even a final. The final for that class that I took was Friday.
People, I just want to put it in for context. Because of the military, I get paid to go to school, and the military pays for my schooling. The military stops, or I should say the VA stops paying for my schooling on the 10th. That's when the school year ends in DCC's eyes.
That's some professors.
Just took another fucking test.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even a final.
It wasn't even
ridiculous.
A final. I already had taken my final on Friday.
It's ridiculous.
And I had to take another exam today. But at least for me, I'm done. I am completely done.
Hey,
everything's
that makes both of us and a lot of other people in the world, because the college semester has pretty much around the world come to a close. So congratulations to all the college teams that have gone on to do their thing, and the teams who have not gone on to do their thing. It's okay, but congratulations to y'all. Hopefully y'all make it to the next level. But with that though, man, let's get into some sports talk, eh? Mm-hmm. It's been a long 2 weeks.
It's been a long 2 weeks, but really not a whole lot has really happened, especially what we're going to talk about first, and that's in the MLB world in baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. But, as I mentioned, I went to the Yankee game, on Monday.
Yankee Stadium.
And let me just say that the Yankees kicked butt.
They did, and against a team where they should be kicking their ass.
Yes, so they faced the Oakland Athletics, and honestly, when picking these tickets for the game, in all reality, we sat 3 rows behind what was supposed to be judge and right field, a section to the left of the judge's chamber.
Who ended up playing right?
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oh.
I was happy and content. But the final score of that game on Monday night was 7-2. There were multiple home runs on the Yankees side of the ball. Gleyber Torres was the first to hit a home run. It was a solo shot. Then DJ LeMahieu went deep. And then
the old relic.
The lo and behold, awful piece of dog shit he is. Aaron Hicks hit a home run.
Man, we all love Aaron Hicks.
I witnessed Aaron Hicks' final great moment as a Yankee.
I saw him hit a home run. The first Yankee game I ever went to, he hit a home run.
I'll tell you this.
Him and Gary Scary, who's now a New York Met. Since we've been gone, the Mets signed Gary Scary Sanchez to a minor league deal. He's playing in Syracuse AAA right now for the New York Mets.
Yep, absolutely.
I believe he hit a home run and a double in his first game.
Yeah, it was It was a good game though. I mean, honestly, I would say that Nestor pretty much had his way on the mound, but he did get into some tight spots on the mound. He ended up going 5 complete innings, and honestly, it was nice to see kind of like the lower guys in the bullpen besides Marinaccio kind of step up.
Yeah, at least you saw Nestor, man. I mean,
yeah,
we were able to see him once last year.
But hey, I got to see Volpe and Given. He didn't get a hit, right? But I was very happy to just see him play.
And Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, Anthony Rizzo doing his thing. I mean, DJ LeMahieu, Harrison Bader had a triple in that game.
I do like the Bader.
That won't be the last time you hear about him either. But and Oswaldo Cabrera as well, doing his thing. It was just nice to see kind of like a consistency level on the Yankees aspect, even though it was against a very poor team in the Oakland Athletics. But I will say,
still, you want that.
It was
whoever
great as a Yankee fan.
Whoever you're facing, every game you go to, you want your team to win, and that's exactly what happened with you. You had a great night.
Yeah,
I could obviously tell, and it would be like that, when I go to Met games like that, and hopefully the next one I go to, they freaking win because I already went to one and they lost. So that always happens every year. I was telling you this before the show. Every single year I go to a Met game, the first game I go to, they lose, but then they win the rest of them.
Yep.
They will win the rest of them. So it's not like I'm bad luck. It's just literally like the first game of the year. It's always like.
Yeah, I mean,
not a good game, but
this is, since I've been back from the military, that was the first Yankee game I've gone to since, before August in 8 years. I haven't gone before August in 8 years.
When was our first game last year?
I believe we went.
Was it in August?
I believe it was in August.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll be going to more.
Hey, absolutely, we'll be going to more. We'll be probably going a couple more Mets games.
Yeah.
But for sure we'll be going to some Yankee games.
I'm telling you, and to someone who's out there, here's living proof right here that I've taken 2 Mets games, and he prefers that over Yankee
Look,
games.
I preach it to everybody I talk to. Yankee Stadium is beautiful. It's a very clean cut ballpark. But Citi Field is much more comfortable. The fans are much more. I won't say that they're as energetic as Yankee fans, but they have just as much enthusiasm towards their team as Yankee fans. But there's not nearly any heckling going on. And when I went, the people that were in the first row were, making fun of JJ Bleday. Given I can't say that I didn't do it once, okay, but. It's definitely a different atmosphere, and it's really comfortable and nice to go watch a ball game at Citi Field.
Yeah, it's just fun. And you always put it in a good perspective on what's different between Yankee game and a Met game. Yankee games are a little bit more serious. Mets games are more fun. They are for the entertainment. They want their fans to have a good time. Yes. Whereas Yankees fans. There's not a whole lot in the entertainment aspect of the ballpark. It's literally just all about the game.
It's all about the game.
Yeah.
And
which is fine. Which is
okay.
But to the, average casual fan,
yeah.
It's not really that exciting.
Hey, I say it to my family members, I say it to my friends, I say it to you guys here, right? And you guys are my family. But, Citi Field, it's more fun, right? You get to really enjoy not only the game, but kind of the atmosphere of a ball game way more than you do at Yankee Stadium. And
they're just good, man. They really know how to entertain a crowd at Citi Field. They really do.
They really do. And it's also been nice recently because the Mets have been a lot better in recent years.
Yeah, well, not as recent as it has been for the past couple of weeks, really for both New York teams. But
and as we talk about that, we should just go ahead and dive right into the standings. And we're just going to go brief because, as we said, there really hasn't been much that's gone on in baseball the last 2 weeks. It's baseball. Mm-hmm. There's 162 games in the year. That's a long span of games. So there's not going to be a real drastic change. 2 weeks, maybe a little bit, but so far early in the season, not much.
And you can't really like look at these and go like, this is how it's going to stay, because it's not.
Absolutely.
It will not stay this way. That's why there's so many games throughout the rest of the season,
Yeah.
and that's why there's no reason to lose hope this early in the year.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, hey, I'll go ahead and start it off. I'll go ahead and go with the American League here. And with my American League East, Tampa Bay is leading the pack 31-11. And then you have Baltimore in second with 26 wins, 14 losses.
Good for them, man.
I know, honestly. Toronto, 24 wins, 16 losses, third. The Yankees in fourth with 23 wins and 19 losses. And the Red Sox, 22 wins, 19 losses. Honestly, everyone is above 500 in that division.
And I'm a little surprised with the Yankees, not just because of what place they're in. They're all 500, so what are you going to do? But I'm looking at the runs scoring differential and comparing it to all the other teams. I feel like the Yankees scored one of the most amount of runs in the league. They're not even at 200 yet.
I know.
Which is very, very surprising.
But hey,
considering the ballpark that they've always played at.
But I will say, the Yankees lost yesterday, so they split with Tampa. But it's to see them at least be able to compete with how injured their team is right now.
That's the thing.
I'm content. Mm-hmm. They split with them. Yeah. And Tampa's a good team this year.
Tampa's a really good team.
They always put together a good team. But there's also teams like Toronto and Baltimore who stay hot right now. So it's an interesting thing. The American League Central.
The Mets play Tampa Bay, by the way, this week.
Oh.
They do, on Tuesday.
So they don't even have to leave New York.
Nope.
How nice for them, eh?
Yeah, not nice for the Mets, but...
All right. So Minnesota is leading the pack in the Central. 23 wins, 18 losses. Cleveland behind them in second, 19 wins, 21 losses. Detroit in third, 18 wins, 21 losses. The surprise of the division in my eyes, the Chicago White Sox at 14-28. They are not playing well. And then you have Kansas City at 12-30. There's no. It's not really a shocker to me. But
this division sucks.
Yeah. Chicago is such a
disappointment.
Honestly, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I kind of expect Chicago. I expect the White Sox to sell at the trade deadline.
Yeah,
I expect them to trade. I expect them to sell heavy.
Mm-hmm. If they keep this up,
because if
their
they
pieces
if
are
they
not
do
working.
if they do keep it up, even if they get a little bit better, they were supposed to make a deep run in the playoffs last year, and they have pretty much the same roster, but a couple extra additions this year. So. They have to do something, and if they don't, I honestly see them shipping some guys.
They're well over 10 games under, so it's that's just not good.
Oh, yeah.
I will say though, they're happy that they got rid of Jose Abreu.
Yeah.
Leading up to the next division that we're going to talk about.
All right, so we got the AL West. Oh boy, computer.
You got it.
I accidentally clicked on a team. All right,
team.
The AL West. Texas Rangers leading the division at 25-15. They were in first place at the last time we talked about the divisions too.
Now without DeGrom.
Yes, without DeGrom.
He's injured.
Houston in second, making a little bit of a comeback like we expected at 21-19. Then the Angels right behind them on their caboose, half game back at 21-20. Then you have Seattle at 20-20, and then Oakland 9-33.
Abysmal.
Haven't even won double-digit wins.
Haven't even won double-digit wins yet. They've lost over 30. It's just so sad, man. It really is.
I mean, and you know what's the scary part? And this is kind of what I look at. Look at the run differential between Houston and Oakland. Runs scored. Oakland only has about 13 less runs than Houston has this year. The difference
is the amount they've given up, which is the most in the entire league.
They've given up 316 runs total this year. And the Yankees spanked them in that series.
They scored a lot of runs. They scored 7, 10, and 11, right?
I know. It was a major explosion of bats.
This might be one of the worst teams to ever play.
Honestly, yeah. And they need to get out of Oakland.
No,
they need to.
I
feel like the sooner they move, right? the sooner the stadium gets built, the sooner they are able to move and relocate.
Yeah, I would just say like I don't know, like, I can look at it both ways here because yeah, they really should get out of the Coliseum, but they are getting absolutely screwed by their owner, and the fans have they have nothing to do with this. They're great. Oakland A's fans are fantastic.
Yes.
It's just their owner is a fucking dipshit.
I mean,
And,
honestly,
oh God,
I feel like, with the change of location, because the Coliseum is awful. And I feel like that's probably the main reason that.
But it's also
fans
that
don't
Oakland
show up.
Yeah, and also Oakland doesn't want to pay for a new stadium. They just don't want to. Like they're just being fucking stubborn about it. Like literally the whole the show that they're running there, they literally just don't want to do it.
Honestly, and I think we touched base on this a couple weeks ago when the season started. I'd mentioned that, the owners really need to get together and possibly do something like the NFL was possibly going to do with John Schneider. I can't remember his first name. The owner of the Washington
Dan
Commanders.
Snyder.
Dan Snyder. With possibly them getting together and vetoing him out of the league.
Yeah.
I kind of like at this, if this keeps up and they're not willing to pay for a stadium and it takes them and it looks like it's going to take them years to get out of Oakland, even though they bought property and it's actually gone through, they have the binding order for it. If it looks like it's going to take them years to be able to force out the money to be able to build the stadium, the owners need to do something.
Yep.
Because in all reality, it's hurting. I mean, you could relocate or make an expansion team in how many cities and instantly have a plus 3,000% revenue, right? Because Oakland isn't getting half of that. They're getting probably, I would guess, 30%.
They're not getting that because they don't want to support the owner. They don't want to.
No,
they don't want to. They don't want to pay him money.
The owner doesn't want to pay out money, and they don't want to pay him.
Exactly. He doesn't want to pay money on anything. He doesn't want to try to get any pieces for this team. He just wants them out of Oakland.
Yeah.
That's literally his number one priority. And well, guess what? He succeeded because they are going to Vegas.
Absolutely. Well, go ahead, man. Let's
Well,
hop on to the NL.
Talking about the NL now, to wrap up our baseball talk here tonight, it will be the NL East. Atlanta Braves, no shocker, still in first place with a record over 10 games over 500, 25 wins and 15 losses on the season. Philadelphia has started to come back though, especially with the return of Bryce Harper, giving them a little bit of a jolt. They're now at 500, 20-20 on the season, 5 games behind Atlanta, and then a half game behind them is Miami, 20-21 right now.
Yeah.
They're not doing so bad. Both teams still have a negative run differential between each other, but I will say Miami's still up there, and the Mets are right there with them. They're also 20-21. I believe they're losing as I'm speaking right now against the Washington Nationals, who are in last place, 17-23. They need to stop losing against these shitty teams. But and this will probably, if we lose, this will be our 6th series in a row where we have not won a series, and that's just not
the
good.
fact that you guys are playing Washington. They're one of they're not going to be terrible.
They're not going to be terrible, but they're not going to be great.
They're one of the bottom 5 teams in the league.
Exactly.
And with the caliber that you guys have, that's just shocking.
It's just shocking, man. We're just so underperforming. And
but I will say,
but
if Atlanta keeps up their pace, right, at the very least, all 3 teams, Philly, Miami, and the New York Mets, are within a half a game of each other.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough division. It's going to be a tough year.
Race.
It's really, we're going to have to look for the wild card this year because I think the Braves again are just going to run away with the division.
Yeah.
And
really
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to catch up to them though. We could. I mean, we did it last year, but we kept it up the whole year.
Yeah.
Until September, where we just couldn't keep first place anymore. But
yep.
I don't know. It's just, it's weird to say. And like I said, it's May. It's early. It's not even June yet.
Early.
So you got to take that into consideration. It just is what it is. and they just need to find a rally. They need to find just another startup to get back up.
Yeah,
in the division,
getting healthy, and that would help.
And just hit, because we're not hitting. NL Central is up next. We still have the Milwaukee Brewers up in first place, 23-17, and right behind them, a game and a half, the Pittsburgh Pirates are still in the contention race, baby. Top two in that division, and then the Chicago Cubs under 500, 19-21 in third. A game behind them is Cincinnati at 18-22 in the another disappointing team, the St. Louis Cardinals, dead last, 7.5 back, 16-25.
I'll say this. That is the biggest shocker for me.
It's the biggest shocker. With Chicago White Sox a close second place, but this is the biggest one. We all thought that they would be at least second place.
Yes. I really didn't think that there was going to be much contention between, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cubs, and, the Reds. I really didn't think there was going to be much contention between them and Milwaukee and St. Louis. But apparently there's a pretty big gap. And, St. Louis really has a good team still.
They do.
They really have a good roster, and it's really just shocking that they're
it's just the pitching is just not doing it for them.
It's just not doing it.
It's just really not. They're tied with Cincinnati with 200 runs given up.
Yep.
It's just that's the biggest shock. And Arenado is not Arenado right now.
No,
he's a shell. He's a shell of himself right now. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just very sad what's going on in St. Louis. But hopefully, for their sake, they can turn it around.
Honestly,
with the roster that they have.
I think that the three shockers for me. I think the third one's coming up in this next division.
Mm-hmm. As we head to the NL West for the final say in the standings for the Major League Baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers 26-15, still in first place. Arizona Diamondbacks 3 games behind them in second with a 23-18 record, and then the standings drop a little bit, and I'm pretty sure this is the team that you're thinking about. The San Diego Padres 19-22, 7 games behind the Dodgers right now, as they were picked to be the team to run this division, and they are just not doing it. 3-7 in their last 10. They've lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
The San Francisco Giants, fourth place, 17-23 record, 8.5 behind, and then 9 behind are the last place Colorado Rockies. And yes, going back to the third biggest shocker is the San Diego Padres.
Not even
to me at least, that's shocking to me.
That's not the shocker for me. I'm shocked with Arizona so far.
How good they've been playing.
I've been really, really keeping an eye on Arizona because they've been playing really well.
And they've been scoring a lot, which is fantastic for them.
Hey, if San Diego's gonna let up a little bit, push.
Mm-hmm.
Push.
Absolutely push.
Because
they're just not scoring runs, San Diego.
No, they're not.
I think they've given up.
I think there's a 50+ run differential between Arizona and San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Runs scored.
Yep.
So, yeah.
They've only scored I think they've were the third least amount of runs this season.
Yeah.
So it's very disappointing to me for San Diego. But if you look at it in a good way, Arizona.
Yeah.
They're doing
absolutely.
really good. So that is that for your all-around standings for this league. And next...
Slice of goodness
is
time.
Our slice of goodness. And if you're new, it's pretty simple. AP and I pick our 2 best slices of goodness. Now, what's the slice of goodness? Well, it's 2 players that we've picked that we think are just on fire right now.
Yes.
Setting the world on its head and absolutely performing. And AP, we'll start with you first. What is your first slice of goodness? So,
my first slice of goodness, and as I mentioned earlier, it wasn't going to be the last time you heard him, Harrison Bader. And, he hasn't really been on fire, per se, with the sticks. But he has had a fantastic glove returning to center field. And he only has 42 at-bats this entire season. But in the last 7 games, 24 at-bats, 7 hits. He's got 1 homer, 4 RBIs, 5 runs. He has a stolen base, which I would be surprised that he doesn't have a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's only struck out twice, walked twice. But he's had 2 triples, and they were in back-to-back games. So it was very nice to see, him being able to, keep on pace a little bit. But if he's able to continue doing what he's doing, he's going to be a major help for the New York Yankees. And just is probably going to be one of my only bright spots this year.
I really do like Harrison Bader. I thought that was a great pickup for you guys last year.
He's the masturbator.
The masturbators.
But yes, that is my first slice of goodness.
And that's a pretty good one. I actually do like that one. As for me, that's on the other side of the boroughs here. We're going to Queens, it is the New York Mets' David Robertson. Now, this was a guy that we signed during the offseason that would be another piece in the bullpen. But did we think that he would perform as well as he has?
Probably not.
And the fact that he's literally replaced Diaz as the closer for the New York Mets right now, no one thought of that back, in February. No one did. And he's here, and he is that. In his first 15 games as a New York Met, in 17 innings, he has struck out 24 batters, 7 for 7 in saves, and has a .53 ERA and a WHIP of .88.
That is pretty darn good.
That is pretty darn good, I will have to say. And in his last 7 games, he's had a 1.04 ERA with the 3 saves and 8 2/3, only giving up 4 hits and 1 earned run. He has walked a few. He's walked 7. And that's literally all the walks that he has given up this season. So, before that, his first 5 or so games, he hadn't walked a guy.
Yeah.
So, but, starting to show a little bit, that he's a human, but has struck out 15 in that span as well. So, I mean, and 24 strikeouts in 17 innings is just fantastic, and that's exactly what you want. Actually, looking at this now, he had just hit his 1,000th career strikeout.
Oh, how about that?
Congratulations. He's at 101. Good segue to our next slice of goodness, though. A man who has, yes, hit 1,000 strikeouts, but a little bit different. Why don't you explain?
So, I'll go ahead and mention another guy who is definitely not human. This guy has been around long enough to strike out 1,000 different batters.
Now,
you heard that correctly. 1,000 different people.
Now, compared to his career strikeouts, how many does he have?
So, this can go into a segue to, part of that slice of goodness is he's on track for 3,000 strikeouts. As of this very moment, he has 2,914 strikeouts.
Now, that is including, doubling it up or whatever, however you look at it, to the same person added up. That's literally the total list. But 1,000 different players, literally every single individual strikeout was a different player. How many people have done that?
5. He's the fifth.
He's the 5th. That's it. That's insane. That is absolutely incredible. You look at some guys who had over 2,000, maybe even 3,000 strikeouts, and they can't say that. You know what I mean? So he is the 5th man to ever strike out 1,000 different people.
Yeah, I mean,
absurd.
It's really crazy to think because he joins the list of people like Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, the Professor, Greg Maddux, Pedro Martinez. I mean, those are some.
That's the best of the best right there.
That's the best of the best.
So, is Greinke a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely. Well, so I'll say this. Shout out my pops. He always told me this, and I've kind of lived by it in thinking. You have a set list, right, of different accolades that are automatic Hall of Fame contender worthy. 3,000 strikeouts, 500 home runs, 3,000 hits. Those 3 are the marquee. If you hit those,
You're automatically.
You're automatic.
You're unanimous.
You're automatic.
Mm-hmm.
And, I wonder, I'm going to look this up real quick. I want to see how many this gentleman is up to because I'm quite curious. So, let's see. He already hit his. Justin Verlander already hit his 3,000th strikeout. That is automatic Hall of Fame.
He's at 3,200. 3,200 as we speak. So, yeah, you look at a guy like that,
and
no doubt, he's already in.
I mean, multiple no-hitters. I mean, come on.
It's crazy.
He's definitely going. But, you got to say that people on that kind of caliber, how many people have hit those? 500 home runs, only maybe, 30 people have ever done that? Those, in my opinion, are automatic,
Yeah.
But shout out Zach Greinke because, man, he is not human.
He is not.
He has been around for a while, and yeah. Oh, I would also say 300 career wins.
That's another one, too.
Yes.
He's over 200.
Yeah.
So, to round out our slices of goodness, this is my last one, as AP has completed his 2.
Yes, those were my slices of goodness this week.
And they were very good ones. And my last one is another very good one, and I'm very happy to say that he is on a roll. And this is Cedric Mullins of the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
He hit for the cycle in Baltimore, baby. I don't know how many people have hit for the cycle for the Baltimore Orioles, but he's definitely one of the few. But he has been doing pretty solid this season. Not necessarily like Harrison Bader, not necessarily stats that jump out at you. But we'll run through it. 267 average, and 146 at bats, 39 hits total. He has 5 ding dongs and has driven in 31 runs, stolen 12 bases, which is very nice to see there. And is on base just about at 360, which is very good for him, as he usually hits in the top of the order for the Baltimore Orioles. But in his last 7, he's hit 333. He has that 1 home run. He's driven in 3. He's just doing very well. And that one thing to watch from him was the cycle that he had just hit a few days ago, and ended it with a grand slam.
Yeah, which was crazy. And I mean, I love when, because there's been a bunch of people that have hit for the cycle, but I love when the home run is the last part.
Yep.
Because
the hardest thing you can do.
That's the hardest part.
The hardest part's a triple, I will say.
But
yeah.
I would definitely say to just hit a home run late in the game, because it's gonna be late in the game.
Yep. It will mean something.
It's crazy, and it's just wild to think that. I mean, he's definitely a guy that could do it, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again.
Definitely a 5-tool player.
Absolutely.
On the rise. So that is my last slice of goodness. We hope that you enjoyed our segment of Slice of Goodness this week.
Hopefully you enjoyed Slice of Goodness and our baseball talk for the week. But the fight for Lord Stanley continues.
It continues.
Round 2 will be completed tonight.
All of our teams are gone.
Yes, all the teams we wanted to root for are gone, and we will go over them now.
Didn't even make it out of the first freaking round, as you remember. Last time we were on the show, though, the Rangers and the Devils were still duking it out for a Game 7.
Let's go over what our record was for our guesses round 1. So I went 3-5, which would have meant Tony went 3-5, and you went 2-6. So the Islander game is the only one where we differed.
I just said that just because, but I kind of knew that the Hurricanes were going to beat us.
So far, round 2, both of us are 2-1. So I would say we're pretty much on the right track there, and it all comes down to the final game tonight, Game 7. The Seattle Kraken are facing the Dallas Stars.
Hop the Kraken train. Hop the Kraken train.
Man, I'm down with it. I believe we both. Did you say Seattle? I think I said Dallas.
I think I said Seattle.
Okay, so we differed on that. So, really, I mean, whoever wins this next game is going to win the round 2. But let's go over the other round 2 series throughout the league. Let's go with the East. Let's start with the East here. How about you go ahead and take it there?
So the second round set in the Eastern Conference was set off to be a decent one. And a very unique one, considering that the Florida Panthers had beaten the Boston Bruins and had advanced. They were taking on the not Tampa Bay Lightning, the Toronto Maple Leafs, who were a shocker. The fact that they actually won a playoff series for the first time since 2004, and this one didn't fare well for them. They ended up losing in 5 against Florida.
Yeah.
5. They only won 1 game against the Florida Panthers.
It was really looking like they were going to get swept.
It really was. They were up 3-0, and Toronto was able to make it interesting, getting Game 4 a win for them. But Florida was like, yeah, okay, no. They're just like, oh, yeah, you guys have fun, and we'll take it next time. And, well, they took it. In overtime, the second overtime winner, both by the Florida Panthers, both games 3-2, and they just... Again, ripped the hearts out of all the Toronto Maple Leafs fans.
They ran away with it.
They absolutely ran away with it.
I will say that I saw a lot of Toronto Maple Leaf fans when the loss came out. There was a bunch of them that were upset with it. But I saw a lot of positive feedback after the game because they went to round 2. Mm-hmm. They won a fucking playoff series.
Yeah, they finally, got something to cheer about.
They finally, didn't get a first-round boot. And weren't
Again.
watching. They didn't
Took them almost 20 years.
They came into the playoffs with the expectation to basically watch the entire thing on the couch, and they shocked the world. They beat Tampa, and they got to relive some old memories. First it was the first time in 27 years.
19 years.
19 years. I'm sorry.
That they've won a first rounder.
But I mean,
it was short-lived.
That's hard. But I mean, hey,
the Florida Panthers, man, holy shit.
Yeah, but hey, they go on to face the winner of the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils series,
which is the way I wanted it to be, and the Carolina Hurricanes took that away from the New Jersey Devils, also in 5 games.
Yes, and honestly, I was pretty content with it. That was exactly the way that we thought it was going to go. We talked about that on air.
Carolina crushed.
Yeah.
They did end up going to overtime in Game 5, but before that, holy shit. I mean, a 5-1 win, a 6-1 win, and another 6-1 win.
Yeah, I mean, when they...
4-goal deficit and 2 5-goal deficits, only 1 goal given up.
Man.
Frederick Bluetooth Anderson, freaking just absolutely... a brick wall. He wasn't much in Game 3, obviously. The Devils scored 8, which good on them, but Carolina was like, no.
Yeah. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, you have the Florida Panthers going up against the Carolina Hurricane. Well, what we thought was going to be another exciting series in the West, I'll let you continue.
It was decent. But not the outcome that we wanted it to be. The Vegas Golden Knights have eliminated Connor McJesus, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, and the Edmonton Oilers.
Man, I was really, really rooting for
I really wanted McJesus to finally go to the Cup, or at least get to the conference finals. They didn't get there. They lost to the Vegas Golden Knights, who have made it to the Western Conference Finals for the 4th time in their first 6 years of existence.
And they have an opportunity to face the newest expansion team since then.
That would be very cool.
That would be awesome.
That would be so awesome to watch, especially with both arenas' atmospheres the way that they are, especially with Vegas. It's the best one. Seattle ain't bad either, and they're obviously very hyped with their team, so honestly, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Honestly, I give the major advantage to Las Vegas in the atmosphere because they make that stadium loud.
Oh yeah, it's like going to medieval times, man. It is just absolutely astonishing.
They get them pumped.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the place on my bucket list to just go to.
Honestly,
I would absolutely love to go to a Vegas Golden Knights game. But that's how that series ended in 6 games. Still pretty even, though. There weren't a lot of blowouts in this series. So I will say Edmonton did put up a good fight, but just wasn't good enough.
Yeah. Hey, hopefully, next year McJesus and Draisaitl can go ahead and push it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But hey, hockey is continuing to go. Playoff hockey. Turn on your TV and turn on a game.
Mm-hmm. Watch tonight's game on ESPN.
Yes, Game 7.
Seattle against Dallas.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one.
Hell yeah.
Hey, on to some more sports talk. And our last sport that we're going to cover today, basketball. And in all reality, the only thing I really want to cover here, even though we're going to go over the standings, is our beloved New York Knicks. Lost, and they are no longer
a part of the playoff contention.
A part of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. They will not advance to the conference finals. They had lost in the semifinals against the 8th seed Miami Heat in 6 games.
It was definitely depressing, as a Knicks fan, because, the game that they, won, Brunson had to do everything.
I know.
And Brunson was basically doing everything every game of the series. So it's, I don't know, it just sucks. Mm-hmm. It's a shame. But hey, we live, we move on, and the finals are also set, the conference finals in that fact, for basketball. And let's go ahead and cover them. So the winner of the Miami-New York series, Miami, continues on, and they face the winner of Game 7 last night, Boston. Jason Tatum scoring 51 points in that game, going absolutely ham. I'm going to guess that Boston is probably going to win that series. And in the West, you have Denver going off against the Lakers. The Nuggets versus the Lakers. And I just want to say, I hope the Lakers win, and I hope the Celtics win, because I want to see a Lakers-Celtics series.
Okay, when you put it that way, yeah, but
I could care less if LeBron wins, but I want to see a Lakers-Boston series again, because the last time it happened, I was overseas, and I really didn't get to watch so much. So
you know what? Give me some Nuggets and Heat, baby. That's what's gonna happen. Nuggets and Heat.
I think Butler and the Joker are gonna get it done.
And I think the Heat, they've been on fire this playoff. I mean, they showed up the Bucks and the Knicks, so I think they got what it takes to beat the Celtics. And the Celtics could be running a little dry right now with that 7-game series fight that they had with the 76ers. I just think the Heat are Heat right now. Like, they're on fire. They're on a roll. They're going to continue it. And the Nuggets, I just say that because fuck LeBron.
Hey,
he don't deserve it.
That is completely fair, and hey, LA is the 7th seed. So
yeah, which is cool though. Like, it's nice to see an underdog team in there, but
I mean, Denver was the 1 seed, and then in the East, Miami was the 8th seed, and Boston was the 2. So you got some opposite sides of the bracket facing each other. So
opposites attract.
They do indeed. Well, hey, thank you for participating in our sports talk for the week. We will be back with some more sports talk next week, but it's on to our favorite part of the podcast of every week. Say it with me, folks. Ashley's outrageously random questions. Yeah. And if you're new here, this is where we read 10 questions to ourselves and you guys that my wife writes down. They're complete random.
Random as shit.
Outrageously random, hence the name. But we split them. We read 5 questions to each other and we answer them both. And at the end of those 10 questions, we get a special question. This one right here. And if you're new again, this question has an A on it. And if you're new, A means you.
Audience.
This question is purely for the audience. make sure you please, we're begging you, comment in chat.
Yes, please.
Participate in chat. All these questions. We want to hear answers. We're going to read them on, when you put them on here, especially if we see some funny ones. But stay tuned for your question at the very end. But, hey, I'll go ahead and start her off.
Oh, baby.
My first outrageously random question. What is one movie you refuse to watch?
I mean, there's...
Boy in Striped Pajamas.
You've never watched that movie?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
I refuse to watch it.
You refuse to watch it again. Okay. Yeah. So that's one. I would agree. It's that's a tearjerker. I'm thinking of like tearjerkers or like movies that was just like.
I mean, I'll say movies that like I oftenly like refuse to watch if anyone asks to put them on. Twilight.
Yeah, same.
I
can
I'm
go.
not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not Team Jacob.
I'm not
team Edward, whatever the fuck his name is. Right?
I'm just saying, like,
I don't care if I'm werewolf or fucking vampire. I don't give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass.
I would agree with you. I just can't really think of movies that are like that off the top of my head. But I would absolutely agree. That is
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. All right. Well, thank you for that first question.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now for my first. What is Tommy John surgery in MLB, and who is the most recent person to have / need it?
So, as I try to think about this second part of that question, do you think you could explain that to the audience?
Yeah, I can explain that to the audience. Basically, what Tommy John surgery is that there is a ligament in your elbow that has a lot of stress put on it when you are throwing a lot, especially in baseball, because that's literally what you do. You throw the baseball, and for pitchers, it's the most common injury to happen with. And when that ligament gets torn, or however it just gets destroyed, you're required to get Tommy John surgery, which is to repair it. And what Tommy John surgery does is that it takes you out of baseball for basically a whole year. It is a recommended 12-month rehab stage to recovery. And a lot of people have gotten this over the years because they throw way too fast and way too many pitches, and it puts so much stress on their elbows that they literally have to get that ligament repaired. And ends up not a lot of the time, but some of the times affects the career of the player. They don't throw as fast as they used to compared to what they did before the surgery. I almost had a stroke there. And it's just such a big staple in baseball because it's the most it's the longest to recover for. And for a pitcher, it's just devastating because you may not be able to pitch the same ever again. Which is the scariest part of it. So, yeah, that's basically the brief synopsis of what Tommy John surgery is to a baseball player and how it's the most common injury to have, especially for pitchers, and how much of a significance it has to ball players for the amount of time they need to recover from it.
Yeah. So I don't know who is the most recent to need Tommy John surgery.
There's probably a ton, like minor league players.
Okay, so I just found one. Tommy Maile. Tyler Maile.
Twins, the pitcher.
Twins. Yeah. He's going to need Tommy John surgery.
And that was 4 days ago. So yeah,
that's pretty recent.
Pretty much the most recent.
But there's, I would say there's been a lot of successes after Tommy John surgery.
Which is most of the time. Yeah.
Jacob deGrom is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and he had it early.
At the top of the list.
And he might need it again, though. That's the thing.
Steven Strasburg. Adam Wainwright.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Hill.
You could actually say the same.
Schmaltz.
Even though it was only the first year out of it, and that's Matt Harvey. Because he had a great 2015 after his 2014 sideline season because of that. but
quite literally, Tommy John had a great he came back and played great. That's why they called it.
That's why they called it Tommy John.
Tommy John. But I mean, David Wells, Eric Gagne.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the guys that have really, really performed well.
Before and after their surgery, and guys who had performed better after the surgery.
But it usually takes just about a year to possibly two.
Yeah, usually a year and a half. I think it's recommended 12 to 15 months of recovery. So that's what usually ends up happening.
There has been some freaks out there that have recovered way faster.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
he just had Tommy John surgery, and he's not a pitcher, which makes sense. But he's one of the fastest players to ever recover from it. It only took him 6 months.
Yeah,
it took him half a year, and now he's playing again,
which is wild. Pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question though.
Great question.
Good question. Definitely, that's something to know. Mm-hmm. All right, my next question. Question number 3. What Skittles commercial do you think is the best? Oh, that's definitely the Skittles commercial that was banned, and when they were screwing and,
after their marriage.
And as females do, they and the rainbow.
Well, he,
Yeah, I know. It was
all the Skittles.
Yeah.
And then she tastes the rainbow.
Yeah. Taste the rainbow. Feel the rainbow.
Anyway, that was another great question. Next one. If you could only play one video game for the rest of your life, what are you playing? That's such a hard question.
That is a really hard question.
I could think of many reasons for certain games, though. In my personal opinion, I'm sorry, it's very unprofessional for me for yawning, if I can speak English. God, man, I mean, 2 examples. I could say Minecraft, just because of all this. There's a ton of stuff you can do in that game. They have mods. On the online, on the the PC version that you can just do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree and say that Minecraft is definitely one of the top ones.
It's definitely one of the top ones. But I could go ahead and say I could play MLB for the rest of my life.
Well, I was gonna say GTA. I mean
GTA. Absolutely. Yeah,
GTA
you can do a lot in that game too.
There's so many things.
You're in a sandbox world. You're basically in you're in a separate reality. In that game.
Quite literally.
So I could agree. Yeah, absolutely. Good question.
Yeah.
Very, very good question. No solid number 1 answer, but there's a few.
I would have to say Minecraft is definitely the number 1 answer. There's so many things you could do in that game, and it's unreal. All right. What is your favorite fairy tale?
Favorite fairy tale?
Like a fairy tale, can that also be maybe considered as a myth?
Like a myth, urban legend.
Because I would say Loch Ness Monster. I'd probably say that's probably one of them, if not Megalodon.
Megalodon. I guess a fairy tale would be a story about that it could be a cryptid creature or urban legend or whatever have you. So she agrees.
Yeah.
There's a lot for I can't think.
I mean,
I'm
honestly, Bigfoot's a good one.
Yeah,
but if we're going straight fairy tale, Star Wars, come on. It's a straight up fairy tale.
Harry Potter fairy tale.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is a fairy tale.
Yeah.
There's literal fairies in both those movies, so
Fairies!
Fairies!
Shout out Fairly Odd Parents.
Shout out Mr. Crocker.
Yeah, really. Wow.
God, I used to love that show. It was a great show. Wings and wings, floating crowdy things.
All right, good question.
Great question. Next one. Who in the NFL has the best NFL creative schedule release? So out of all of the release schedules that have come out,
I'm so excited that was part of the question.
Who has the most creative?
The Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna say it. That is it. That is the only acceptable answer.
And
they
that's
make
my answer
an
too.
Anime opening as a scheduled release.
And this is the second year they've done it, right?
And I'm gonna add it to the segment.
The
Oh yeah.
segment that we're going to do after
yeah.
our next topic that we're going to talk about after Ashley's outrageously random questions. But yes, I'll have to agree. The LA Chargers, fantastic. I mean,
They blow it out of the water.
They blow it out of the water. I mean,
quite literally.
Not even close. I don't care.
It's a good question.
You anime haters
question.
out there. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
I would say
It's great.
I would say though, like, a close second would be the Bears because they had a lot of cameos as fans and stuff as like a little video. So
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Yeah. Great question.
Good question. Is it me, my friend?
Yes, it is. That was the question that I just read. Yep.
Is the worst team in baseball the Seattle Mariners because they have never appeared in the World Series?
No. They're good now. I wouldn't say that they're the worst because they've never been horrendously bad. They've never have. It's just they haven't had much luck with the division that they've been playing in.
I mean, honestly, I would go to say Oakland still
like,
because even with Ricky, I mean they might have won to a World Series. I mean, I think that they went to either a World Series or an ALCS when Damon and Giambi were there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the definition of a poverty franchise. We've talked about it before, in the show tonight. But yeah,
I definitely can't say that they're the worst team because of that.
Yeah.
I can't even go to say that they're the worst team.
Would you say the Nationals, even though they have won a World Series finally, they've had some really bad seasons.
I mean,
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Go to say the Cubs.
Cubs.
They've won one World Series, but over 106 years.
Over 100, yeah, 100 plus years.
It is a good question.
It is a very good question.
No.
I would say no as well.
Good question.
It's a good question, though. Very good shit. What video game has the best soundtrack? Madden 06. Madden 06. Best soundtrack.
That is definitely a good one.
There's not one bad song in that game. It's a toughie for you, huh?
It is.
There's a lot.
I want to go. I could go, and I could say Minecraft.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can go non-sports route where
I can go non-sports, and I can go Minecraft.
Minecraft, absolutely.
Or I can go, into a different route like sports, and I can, say MVP baseball 2005.
2005, really? Okay. No, I love that soundtrack.
Or
I love that soundtrack.
like MLB The Show, 06, 08. I mean, but Madden 06 is a good one. Madden 05 is also a very good one.
Madden 05 is also another very good one. Even like Madden 09 was very good too.
Yeah.
And then Madden 10, they had a lot more of traditional like popular songs on that game.
It is definitely not this MLB The Show, not 23, because I swear I need to remember to delete that song off of my playlist. Shawty gay.
It's not what he says.
It's not what he says. He says shawty get inspired, but it really sounds like
it doesn't. It sounds like something else.
It really sounds like.
It really sounds like something else. That's the only really bad song in the game. Other than that, this year's soundtrack is actually very, very solid. I actually really like this year's soundtrack. I'm actually happy that I got the PS5 version and not the PS4 version, where you can input your own music.
Yeah.
Although I did download the Xbox One edition because it's free for Game Pass on my Xbox, and I'm gonna put my music in that one. Even though I won't be able to play Creative Stadium in that one, I'll still have my music.
All right. Good question.
Very good question.
Can you tell us about the Discord channel, the community, and your experience within it.
So this is not our Gabagalooza's Discord server. This is the community server.
Yes.
That
That's a good question.
we basically go into chat all the time, and
practically, I would say, out of the two of us, one of us is on every day.
Mm-hmm.
Most times it's me, but
I would say I'm the longest tenure out of the both of us.
Yes.
But our good buddy who was in chat, Slomo21, is one of the overlords, and Fat Jolly Guy as well. Both of them teamed together and wanted to make a Discord server and create a community full of gamers and streamers, and they have done just that. They have so many people a part of that community, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing of what they've accomplished, and it's so cool to see what they've had. And I'm glad to say that I'm one of the overlords as well. I'm literally the top 3. I'm with Slow-Mo and Jolly, so it's really great to see that, what they have going on there is what's going on, and it's such a fun environment to go to. Great people in there, and there's not really one bad person, and we're still, we want people to join, as much as possible.
Absolutely.
And
I believe I'm one of the moderators.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the top mods on, one of the higher up in positions.
Just because I'm there every freaking day. I might not be in chat every day, but I'm on Discord every day.
Mm-hmm.
And
and the fact that I was that's the only it's really the only server I go to most of the time. It's I was graced upon the acceptance of that jelly guy that I would literally be one of the overlords. Slomo21 would agree as well and bring me on, and I'm just happy to be a part of the amazing community that we have going on there.
I'm just happy to be a part of it.
It's so cool.
Just one of the members,
and everyone's really cool.
Because I was a member for a while before Slow-Mo, shout out Slow-Mo21 in chat. And he says that's me, but he said, "Oh, you're not a." And make me mod one day. But I mean, up until then, one random day, I was just a member, and I was always in chat.
Mm-hmm. That was me with Jolly. He was like, "Wait, you're not an overlord?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Oh, well, here you go." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Just because you've been here, we trust you, and I'm like, "Yeah, there you go." Hey, so,
I love Jolly.
Oh yeah,
I love you too, Slow-Mo.
And we love Slow-Mo and Jolly. They're two fantastic people. You need to meet Jolly and have all of us be in the same room together, because GCX was tons of fun.
Yeah.
But we all really need to make a plan to be able to see each other at some point within the next year or two. Mm-hmm. Definitely needs to happen.
Absolutely.
Great question.
Well, that was my last question.
And I'm down to my last question. And then you, yes, you, the one looking at this screen right now, as I hit the microphone, are answering question A. Question audience.
Question audience. Question you. That's what we're going to start writing on them. We're going to start writing you. Just a giant you.
Yeah, you bastard. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So my last question. Before 1840, it took up to 20 minutes. Oh, no. It took up to 20 minutes to take a picture. What face would you make if it took 5 minutes?
That's a good question. That is.
I don't know. I guess a mug, just straight up mug. Just.
Nah, I would.
Yeah, for 5 minutes. God, imagine doing that for 5 minutes straight. You gonna do it? I mean, I'm gonna be here all alone for the next 5 minutes now. So, how y'all doing? That's the end of Ashley's outrageously random questions.
Psych!
For us. He said psych. He scared me.
Psych! I gotcha. I lied. Psych! I lied.
You agreed to stay away! I lied.
I lied.
That's it for our questions.
But now it's time for the holiest of questions, the audience question. Drum roll, please, as we get ready for all of the chat's responses. But we will also give ours. Question. What is your favorite comfort food?
Oh, there's so many. Chinese food. Any meat and broccoli. Beef broccoli, pork broccoli, chicken and broccoli.
I would definitely agree that yours is Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go and say that mine is pizza. It's just straight up pizza.
It's a good one.
I mean,
it's a comfort food that I never really realized that is a comfort food for me.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I
mean,
can
like,
agree.
I very much enjoy, like, when I'm able to have pizza, I very much enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, hey, so let's read it one more time for chat. Chat, what is your favorite comfort food?
With the orange chicken. Hell yeah, buddy. And sesame chicken. I mean, those are all good. They're all solid.
Yeah.
All
I would also go to say sushi.
Not necessarily my comfort food, but it's good. I like sushi.
I would definitely go to say that I love me some sushi.
That and like spaghetti and meatballs.
And Ashley, my wife in chat, mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Potatoes in general.
I mean,
is for her.
Your wife loves taters.
Yeah, she loves taters.
Potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
So let's see.
Grilled broccoli.
Fote? Is that what you said there? Fote toes. Potatoes.
Yeah, potato.
I'm just dumb and can't read. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Soup, eh?
Soup,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, I would say that
Chicken noodle soup.
Soup is a good one.
That was my comfort food for the longest time. Like high school, that was my comfort food.
Yeah.
Was just
That's
Campbell's
definitely
chicken
a good
noodle. Campbell's chunky chicken noodle or like
Yeah.
Progresso's chicken noodle.
Yeah.
That was literally that was high school.
Yeah.
That was just high school for me.
It
It used to be popcorn too.
What's your comfort snack?
It used to be popcorn. That was a comfort snack. I used to have popcorn every single night before I go to bed.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go to say, like, pretzel goldfish.
Yeah, mine's regular goldfish, or like extra blast cheese.
Extra sharp.
Yeah, the blast cheese.
The
goldfish.
blast you in the face.
Yeah.
Food is my comfort food.
Food is my comfort
says
food.
Hey, that is completely
Man,
fair.
that's completely fair.
That is completely fair. FOOD food, baby.
FOOD goodness.
All right, one more time for chat. What is your favorite comfort food?
Ooh, Cheetos. We got Cheetos in the chat.
Or snack?
Lay's potato chip.
Cheetos. Like crunchy Cheetos or fluffy Cheetos?
Like puffy. Oh yeah,
Puffy
like crunchy or puffy.
Yeah.
I mean both.
I mean, I'm saying crunchy. I really do not like the puffy.
Yeah, you don't like puffy.
Cheetos.
I'll eat puffy. I'll eat
don't like
regular. I'll eat the crunchy ones.
I can't. My grandfather loves them. I can't.
Ooh, French onion dip. That's a good one.
Skittles.
Skittles.
Yeah.
Doritos.
Doritos is a good one. Which one in particular? Because that adds to it.
Mm-hmm. Ramen's a great comfort food as well.
Ashley's garbage. I believe she calls it throwaway ramen or garbage ramen, but it's fantastic.
Gelato.
Coffee. Avocado.
Nom nom.
What flavor Doritos? No, yeah, Ashley, a good burn of Pepsi. Number 1, nacho.
The nacho.
Okay. Leftover ramen is the name.
Leftover ramen.
Number 2, spicy nacho.
Spicy nacho.
Nah, see, okay, no. So you have
Basically
a
the
pure
same.
list Sweet spicy chili is my favorite.
Mine's Cool Ranch. I'm a weirdo.
Second, spicy nacho. And then I would say that, yes, I would say
regular Doritos is number one. Regular Doritos is number one.
I would say that Cool Ranches would be my 3.
And Cool Ranch is 2 for me. 3 would be sweet chili.
Taco Bell. Hey. All right.
Doritos
hey,
Locos Tacos.
Honestly here. So, thank you for tuning in to Ashley's Outrageously Random Questions. If you weren't here for the live stream and you're here watching this now, 7 years from now, drop a comment in chat. We want to hear your answers.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yikes.
on to some gaming talk for a little bit here. The new Legend of Zelda game has just released. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Fallen Kingdom, sequel to Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. And everything that I've seen for it so far has been fan-freaking-tastic. It really reminds me of Breath of the Wild. It looks just as good, and if it can be just as good, it'll win Game of the Year again.
Yeah. I mean, everyone I know who has been playing it has just absolutely loved it. I've seen all the clips of all the crazy shit that you can do in that game. It just looks fantastic again. And, like, I really haven't seen a whole lot because I may get the game at some point. I don't know. I might cave at some point and just start watching gameplays of it. But it's still...
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Zelda.
run. I mean Zelda. Yeah, I mean all the Zelda games are fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean you can go back to all the way to the first consoles that Nintendo has been coming out with. Zelda was there, so it's very cool to see that another new Zelda game has come out, and just looks great. It looks like a ton of fun.
Absolutely, but. Another game that we've talked about already, on the show, MLB The Show, Season 2 has just come out for them, Set 2, and, I'm really enjoying it so far. New cards, new Team Affinity series, and, you get one of your favorites in the game, and one of, my favorite pitchers in the game, Randy Johnson, a 99, which looks great, and the 99... David frickin' Wright. And let me be the first to tell you, he is correct.
Beautiful.
He is really...
At some point I'll get him.
Really good.
At some point I'll get him.
It's going to take a while. The only time I played with him was during the showdown, but he carried me the entire time. But I will say, the cards that they have dropped and this content drop that they have done this so far for Season 2, Set 2, has been fantastic. And I really got to say shout out to San Diego Studios because this has been one of the best drops that they've had in a really long time. Shout out San Diego Studios.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's your gaming talk of the week, but it's time for a little different part of the podcast. We are going to do something, and I think we're going to call it Gabagalooza Reacts.
We reacting.
What are
we reacting to?
So, if you haven't been on the show before, we've done Time to Reminisce, and that is when we've told stories, to you guys about our childhood and just overall stories about the past. But we had talked about possibly doing a react video to one of our old videos together. And we're going to go over a couple videos today. We're going to react to, a bunch of videos today and, talk along in chat. We want to hear your responses as we go through these on YouTube and, stay tuned for our reactions to these old videos because they are great. We're going to go through, some videos here and we'll get to them as they come. But enjoy this part of Gabagalooza, the podcast. Gabagalooza Reacts. All right.
It's going to be interesting because we really didn't test the audio for this.
True.
I would like to think that it's going to come out of the PC because I think it has built-in speakers. So we'll see if he hears it, but it may be trial and error to start out with.
It's definitely gonna come through chat.
It's definitely gonna come through the stream.
Okay.
And
that's all I care
we'll see, what happens with that. But I think we'll just see what happens here, I guess. But first, we have a video that you and I made a long time ago.
Yeah, this is. I would say this is 12 plus years ago.
This was it's like 2011, 2012.
Yeah, so 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So this is a long time ago, us being young, dumb, and silly. But, we made a little video of just, it was almost like we were doing an interview, right?
But it wasn't a real interview. It was a skit that we made of an interview that we just made up and just ran with it. And by God, it's one of the funniest things that we've ever made.
Oh, yeah.
And, we can look back on the both of us. We're going to cringe the hell out.
Oh, yeah.
Watching, some of these, especially this one.
Oh, yeah. And we're gonna cringe out.
It's most famous between the two of us. If you're, best friends with us for as long as you've had, since this point,
You've heard the story about how Matt here met my wife, Ashley. And, this was the first thing that he showed her. Okay? So...
Yep.
This is the first thing that my wife saw from one of my actual friends from out of the military. Oh, boy. Watch this.
Talk time with Anthony.
Talk time with Anthony.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna this trial and error. Stay with us as we test this out. But talk time with Anthony.
Okay. So, Anthony, what year were you born again? No, that's serious. What year were you born again? I forgot.
Well, I felt like I was born again after doing drugs for so many years. I'm sober and I'm not doing them anymore. I totally cut my addiction, and I'm drug free. I feel like I'm a new me.
Okay, what are you all of a sudden taking drugs? You never told us that.
Why are you laughing? You think this is funny? This is a serious topic. You're the first one I wanted to talk to after this. Do you really want to do this right now? I will fight you.
No,
I will fight you.
God, I remember that shirt. Oh my God.
And then you addressing the crowd like, hey, sorry. Just
Dude, this shirt I'm wearing, it says, I'm that dude. It was this stupid shirt that Bethany got me.
Oh my God. Can we get a freeze frame on the, I'm
after
that
this.
dude?
Do you really want to do this right now?
Oh my God. Look at the quality. What is this running at?
What, this was shot on what, the
Oh
iPad?
my God. This is my iPod Touch.
Oh
like
my God.
my first iPod Touch that had the camera. 240p because I didn't know that the quality could get higher. I think the quality would get up to like 480, 720p. But
man,
so I knew how to upload them at because I was like 11, 12 years old, But anyway, continue.
No, okay.
Sorry for my anger, everyone.
So now how are you going to take care of yourself?
Well, I have my mom, and she cooks.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yo, the carpet.
oh my God,
freaking baseball. Oh my God,
dude,
man.
what a throwback.
That is such a God, man.
Oh my God, what a throwback.
I had that carpet for years, and
holy moly.
Was that exclusively downstairs?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Actually, I feel like it might have been in Ryan's room at one point.
It could have been in Ryan's room at that point, and you got literally one of our one of our block party chairs that we're just sitting in because that's what we just took. I'm pretty sure this was around the block party.
What a flashback! Oh my God.
The futon, the video cabinet, the door of the bathroom that didn't even work. We were talking about that before the show. Crazy, man.
Okay. What do you think about this here movie?
Who is this?
This shit.
Okay, about this here movie being in the 50s.
In the 50s. Oh.
This is the movie that got me through drugs.
Oh, really?
Mr. Wonka. love you.
Okay. Let's see. What the? Okay, calm down, bro. Okay, how do you feel about?
that. Yo, you just start making out with the.
Oh my god!
You're giving that case tongue, bro.
Oh my
I'm just like looking for movies, and I look back like,
Oh my
what the?
Oh my Jesus! Oh my god!
It's so freaking good, man.
movie?
Right there. That explains it. Right there. That explains it.
How about
Yeah, that
this movie?
You wanna?
He's chucking all the
Got me
movies.
through.
Now you're just
You
picking
gotta
one.
see me. This is the movie. Hold on a minute.
Oh
Where
man,
is it?
we still have that cabinet. It's in the living room now.
Right there.
Well.
This guy right here got me through drugs. He got me through drug abuse. Right there. Kevin James, I love you.
Okay.
What did you smell?
I think I might have farted,
You
honestly.
might, Kevin James, I love you. Hi, man.
How about that movie? Finding Emo. Getting
You call me emo?
No, I'm not calling you emo.
Call me emo.
If
No
you
one
were-
was able to find
if
me
you were-
for 3
oh my
weeks.
God.
No one found me for 3 weeks.
If you were-
I'm not emo.
Okay.
Okay?
If you were emo, you'd be like cutting yourself right now. So.
Do you see this? Do you see it? Do you see this?
Emo. Get it out.
Do you see this?
How about the Little Rascals?
I'm sorry, but this is the end of the interview. I can't talk anymore. I'm sorry. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh my god!
And that is the first
Of Talk Time with Anthony,
of
and
Talk Time with Anthony. In the first video, we haven't
jeez.
seen that video in years, man.
I haven't seen that since
Like in full.
I watched it after you guys like met.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, because like I said, literally, first thing I showed her was like, "You gotta watch this video." It's me, freaking 10 years ago.
Man, oh, man.
Oh my god, man.
that was an experience.
an absolute
Absolutely
experience.
everything completely fake.
Oh yeah,
Everything
completely
on
fake.
that video was completely fake.
Completely fake. A whole skit. And listen, you were able to post almost whatever back in
Yeah.
2011, 2012. You know, so like,
Yeah.
we apologize if we offended any people with
Yes,
these videos.
absolutely. But you know, we were young, dumb, and stupid
But, oh yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
We just wanted to make videos. Honestly, we just found it so interesting.
Absolutely.
All right, so hey, why don't we get part 2 up there?
Okay. I was gonna ask if you want a part 2. We can absolutely get part 2.
We'll do part 2. You know, and then we can. Here, I'll go ahead and I'll fidget with the with what we plan on doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, since we're on my channel, we can look at the videos that are in here that are on this channel, including.
So I was going to do that.
Okay. Scrolling down though, I gotta scroll down because these I made. This is actually my baseball channel. This is on my baseball channel, the one that I go to baseball games and I show, you know, the baseball clips.
Man.
That is literally it. And these
Okay.
are one of the first few videos on the channel,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh my
literally just
God.
our talk times. And this is Talk Time with Anthony 2.
Well,
I didn't
have
title
to
it.
title
I
it
didn't.
to.
I didn't title it 2, and to this day I still haven't done it because I haven't touched these videos in so long. But this is number 2.
This is Talk Time with Anthony 2. Enjoy.
Again,
The
disclaimer:
sequel.
if we offend anybody with this video, it's completely fake.
Yes.
We're just
Everything-
dumb kids screwing around.
Everything in this video is completely fake. It is not real. It is played by real people. It is not a real thing.
The skit that me and AP came up with.
Yes. Absolutely.
Part 2.
That is your disclaimer, folks.
Let's do it.
Okay, Anthony. Since the last time I saw you, how is the drug problem going?
Well, Matt, it's going pretty good. I haven't done drugs in quite some time, and yeah, see, yeah, the champ.
I forgot about that.
I downloaded
Oh
an
my
app on my
God.
phone.
It was an app. It wasn't even a video. Like, it was an app. That
I-
was literally
I-
crowd noises.
So when we had done the first video, this was done, what, maybe 10 minutes afterwards?
I think so.
After we thought of some different stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded an app that I found. And it is literally an app that plays crowd noises. And you'll see me throughout the video just press the button.
Oh
and
my
like not
God.
looking, try to not look, but pressing the button. Oh my God, it's hilarious. I forgot about that.
I did too, man. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't done. All right. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm trying to stop it.
I haven't done drugs in a while, and frankly, I'm happy. My mom, her cooking is great, and it
Cooking is great.
makes me not want. Makes me not want to cut myself. You know, all that crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember last time we talked about saying about the emote stuff. But what's
Did you call me emo again? Do you need to go back to the stand?
But I did.
Conflict?
I did.
You need to go back to the stand.
I'm just the camera guy.
I'm just
Okay.
the camera guy.
And the
What's funny is that it's total foreshadowing right there, because I am a camera guy now, for real. For literally what I do as a freaking
Yeah.
profession.
That's a life foreshadowing.
That is a very light foreshadowing, but
They
like,
make a movie out of us. That's gonna be.
I'm just the camera guy.
We're gonna. Hey, if we ever have a movie made out of us, they're gonna cut it at this point, and they're gonna go. And one of us is gonna pop up and go. It's foreshadowing.
guy. Okay. And the host thing, whatever.
Yeah, you know the
Anyway,
host.
So okay, about the movie topics again.
No, it's
since-
funny because, like, for all we know, there could have been an audience to the Rose. Because I never panned to the
true.
right side. I never panned. Just saying, you know? Like, we
Very
made this
true.
look official, you know?
Very true.
Like, we got, like, the, you know... got all the lights and everything. Well, I mean, you never know, like, if you're watching this for the first time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You said that Kevin James made you, help you with the drug problem.
Yes.
How did he inspire you?
Oh,
God, my voice.
he was just really funny.
I know.
Every
voice,
time
man.
he made me laugh, it took my mind
Mine
off the
too.
drugs. Every time I watched him,
Mine's just gotten a
I
little
just
deeper.
wanted to stick it in him so bad. Stick it in his wife.
Whoa!
Punch his grandpa too, but that didn't matter. But it was a great show. My favorite show.
Okay. And Willy Wonka. How did he get your mind off drugs?
Chocolate. I bought a chocolate bar from him. Shook his hand. And it was great. It was.
You're a solid
was
actor,
great.
my guy.
I'm sorry. But
What's up?
I'm sorry. But he made me feel great.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
That stilled me.
It's alright.
And you have to ask me.
Well, let's see about any of these topics. How about this? Probably one of my favorite movies of all time of underwater stuff.
Underwater stuff.
Will Smith.
How about that guy? He's a killer.
He's a killer.
This, the guy who does his voice is my dad.
But you're not black.
Will Smith has a white mother. Okay, you got me?
Okay.
My grandma is white.
Okay. Since you're talking about Spider-Man, before, how about the second episode?
It's not an episode, it's a movie.
Okay, a movie. I'm sorry, we don't give a crap.
It's not an episode, it's a movie.
Well, Dr. Connors decided to, shit.
Okay.
All the movies that we had left over there.
my God, those
Oh no! Okay, this what the? Okay.
No more movies for today. I thought this was a topic
today.
about, having a great time and, being fun and having fun. Isn't this what it's supposed to be about? Isn't it what it's supposed to be about? Yeah. Am I right? Is this?
He tried to hit the button. It
Oh
didn't
my
even
god,
work.
this is great.
This is
Oh, man.
gold, man.
Great time and being fun and having fun. Isn't this what it's supposed to be about? Isn't it what it's supposed to be about? Yeah. Am I right? Is this what it's supposed to be about? Yeah? Yeah. This is what it's supposed to be about. Asking questions about how I'm doing. You do not, and I repeat, do not ask me about movies. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask me about movies. Ask me about myself.
What the hell, Michael? Is that?
You all of a sudden.
Dude, I'm so dead. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Dude, my face hurts. My cheeks hurt.
Oh my god. Dude, I completely forgot we ended it like that.
Oh my god.
That was one of the best endings to like anything I've ever seen.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy crap,
People.
bro.
People. I just love the.
No more movies today, alright? Goes to the audience. Isn't this what this is supposed to be about? Nothing happens. My god, man.
So
my
funny.
god. Well, there you have it. That was
Too funny.
That was talk time with Anthony. I guess since we're here, we'll go ahead and do
Man, that is hilarious.
Which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do that one or that one?
No, let's do the first one. Yeah, let's do.
Do you want? I have to. Whoa, hello. I have to try to find that because my channel that I posted this one on is a little. I mean, hope it shows up. No, it doesn't show up immediately. It's a little hard to find. I will say.
So this is your school account and
my school. Oh, there it is. Found it. So this is like. It's turned into my school account, right? It's turned into I post my personal projects onto this channel, and this is a project that Ian, your boy over here, came up with, or I came up with, and I borrowed your likeness to be the front man of this little.
And I was very happy to
interview.
be a part of it. Now I will say, okay, the first part of the video. I am not trying to offend anybody. Mm-hmm. This is not trying to be offensive towards anybody. It was just my love for anime, I guess, kind of just broke through. So I ended up, speaking in what I thought was my version of Japanese. But
wasn't intended. It just it kind of sounded that way, but we fixed it as it went along. Yeah. I just wanted to keep it though, because just to. Anyway, so I want to explain what the assignment was. This was a college assignment.
Yep.
Literally last year, as one of my final projects, I think. This was an interview assignment. You had to conduct an interview, person sitting in front of a camera, and do it in a certain way. However, it doesn't have to be a serious interview.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, bet. Oh, bet. Okay. And we came up with this. The Gibberish Man. And it is literally a man who speaks in gibberish.
Yep.
I hope you enjoy.
That's great.
Today's interview is a special one. We found a man from a very far distant land, very far from the United States. And we brought him in today to ask him a few questions about himself, his life, and his native homeland.
Just sitting
So,
there.
tell us about your homeland.
Qui contatemo Giri.
We all wanted to.
You could understand what we were going for there.
Yeah.
It sounded a little... we fixed it, so we fixed it.
Turn up a little bit.
Giri.
We all wanted to know, how do you cook a hamburger?
And then beef.
What is one part of your native land that you frequently visit?
Okay. Isaro. Englago. Pesos.
Pesos.
May I ask why you are wearing that headband?
The fitness gram pacer test.
The fitness
What
gram
is your
page.
opinion about the gas prices in America? We then asked him a few questions of interest.
Oh yeah.
What is your opinion about ice hockey? What's your favorite piece of technology?
Laptop.
What is your favorite
So
movie?
what happened there?
my
Can
God.
you do you remember what you
So-
were trying to? I remember what you were trying to explain.
I was
Explain.
trying to explain because you asked what was my favorite piece of, what was my favorite electronic equipment,
Yeah.
right? And I was trying to describe a microphone because it was right next to me, right? It was the first thing that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was like, trying to describe a microphone, but I went like this. And that's not the right motion to be doing. And I was like, I realized what I was doing, and I immediately started to panic, saw the laptop, and that was the first thing I saw, so I went, laptop.
God, yeah, this is too damn good.
Laptop.
What is your favorite movie?
Family.
We decided to ask one final question, which perhaps hit too close to home. And what's your opinion on the new Batman movie?
I'm Batman.
Something's in my ass.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, that was... Oh my god.
That got me an A.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
is
that was
hilarious.
a class favorite. It had everyone dying,
Oh my god, that was
and I'm
so
so
good.
glad that it turned out that way. I'm really did, and it was just too golden, man. Too
Man, that was
golden.
really, really good. I gotta tell you. Oh my god.
Oh.
Can anyone guess what movie I was trying to describe?
You win a free prize if you can guess what movie he was trying
Yeah.
to describe.
Yeah, really.
Oh my god. All right, well, that was a gibberish, man.
You're...
We're gonna go ahead and go to our next video. So this was
It's a little bit of a, not so much of a, react, but we're just rewatching, something that we witnessed.
oh yeah, and this was his wife Ashley's first Major League Baseball game at Citi Field.
Yes. And it was her first Met game.
First
so
Met game.
excited to be there. And, as the game went on, it was looking like the Mets were going to win. Diaz came in the ninth inning. Fogo, Eduardo Escobar, made a fumble error at third.
Run
and
scored and tied the game.
They, costed to tie. So, we came to the next inning, and
This was actually the bottom of the 10th.
this was the bottom of the 10th. Oh,
Yeah,
so
we weren't able to win it in the 9th. We were able to shut them down in the top of the 10th with the base runner rule, and I believe Lindor was at second. He had made the final out, so he was
Yes.
running. Actually, no, we didn't. We gave up a run. We ended up having a 1-run deficit, but Blastmaster Pete Alonso, Big Meat Pete,
Did his thing.
did his thing. I mean, just hear us.
Nuts.
We were going nuts.
Like, quite literally, we were jumping, we were bouncing up and down.
Oh man, it was just...
I mean, we were sitting on the first row, and you had your phone up against.
I had my phone up against the guardrail, which didn't have a big. It wasn't like the upper deck section where like it was the overhang over everything. It was like that second tier that you see up here. You know, like we were like there, but adjacent to home plate, and I just hit record.
Yep.
And then that happened.
I mean, it was fantastic.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I called it.
I did.
Oh, you called it. MLB, the
the
they
minis.
posted,
They
picture
made
of
him tiny,
doing-
a picture of him like shooting the helmet like a basketball.
That was great.
Oh man,
that was that was a great day just to see the Mets win.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
have actually be able to see a win like that in that kind of fashion.
electrifying.
Yeah.
Like it was just absolutely phenomenal. I'm
Yeah.
glad
It was-
that was Ashley's
it was-
first
Yeah, absolutely.
Mets experience. I'm so glad.
Absolutely.
Well,
it was a really good day.
yes, it was a very good day.
So we're gonna go a little bit further back to
Not as far as Talk Time with Anthony.
No, not as far back as Talk Time with Anthony, but a little farther back. And we've actually talked about this on a segment of our show, Time to Reminisce. You know, and we've talked about the rain game and, the Rain Bowl, whatever we would call it. And it's just videos of us, at the game. But we have videos that you took. Mm-hmm. We're going to watch them now.
We're gonna watch them.
These, there's a couple of them, I believe.
Yeah, there's a few.
But
There was another
this
one that I
is-
saw that I actually forgot about. That was also very funny.
But
But-
this is of, a game, I believe, April 4th. So it was very early in the season.
Very early in the season.
And we ended up
Take a tour of a
attending the game, and it was myself, you, Ryan, your brother, Nick, your brother.
I don't think Ryan was there.
No, you're right. It was only Nick. Mm-hmm. And then DJ, and then your parents, Chuck and Teresa. Mm-hmm. And, this game, we talk about one hot chocolate. We talk about,
But this
watching
first
this
video I will watch first was it was just me and our buddy DJ. He and my parents and Nick and a friend of ours, my friend and my parents went to go get hot chocolate because of how cold it was. And so it was just me and DJ in the upper tank freezing our asses off.
this game was freezing.
It was upper 30s,
Yeah.
rain, wind gusts to like 10, 15 miles an hour. It was atrocious.
And by the end of the night, our lungs, I should say our vocal cords,
were thrashed.
were shot.
Because we were trying to keep warm, so
Yeah.
we're like, well, let's just
We
like
were
be
yelling,
rowdy all night.
We were excited. We were jumping up and down. We were moving.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were, huddling. And then we were
Yep.
penguin style.
So
Just stay tuned for this.
there's this video. Now this was supposed to be a serious official video of me just recording Ruben Tejada's at bat, but it turned into this, and you'll hear it.
Ruben Tejada.
That's Tejada's something.
It's a cold as sheet out. It's cold as sheet out. It's oh my god, it's cold. There's rain everywhere.
there's your first inclination that it was freezing.
Yeah.
It was cold as shit per
Yeah.
DJ.
Alright, that's a strike.
We're just shouting random shit just to keep warm. And like
Well, everybody is basically gone right now.
Yes, sir.
that was Deej.
We gotta
Yes,
get
sir.
Wait, oh. I gotta do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I keep getting it. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get it. No. We're gonna get
On
it.
right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's a funny Deej. Oh, God. It's so weird seeing him without a beard.
I know. Now
Oh, man.
he's probably twice the size and a
Big,
giant beard.
giant enormous beard. He ain't clean shaven like that no more.
The count is...
It's cold.
That's the count. Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold. That's the count.
Jesus.
My phone's wet.
Jesus. Here, let me clean the lens for you. There you go. That make it worse? I made it better.
Oh man, I think that's it.
Come on, rip it up.
Here we go. Here we go. And I saw the next video is actually right here, so we're just gonna click that right onto it and watch. Not listen to this ad. Just okay. No, we're not listening to you. We're not listening to you. We're gonna skip you.
Yeah.
We don't have YouTube Premium on here. That's okay. But here's the second video, a little longer.
Yep.
About 4 minutes. Not that bad, but that was me and you. I don't know if DJ was with us. I know Nick was.
He might have been.
We might have all been there, but this is still another funny video that we just said random shit. Freezing.
Anthony, how much money do you have left?
Like $8. I can see why I did right click on song.
How much do sandwiches cost from what's from?
Me, like, I did that back in the day. I would just disregard everyone's talking about and just, yeah, this is in my head. It's like, oh, David Ray, I can see why you picked that welcome song. It's called The Right Stuff. And you're just talking about how much money you got.
From In and Out in the morning. Is it like $2.25? That hurts. Yeah. All right, so in the morning, I'll throw in money and you throw in money and we'll order a sandwich. I think I'm gonna...
Yeah, you throw in money and I'll throw in money. We'll get one sandwich.
So, we were talking about a deli that was by my mom's old apartment, and we would just walk there and order it, and then we would, walk and go pick it up because it was literally like a 5-minute walk from the house. And, yeah, oh my God, those were the days.
Those were the days, man, when we had nothing.
I'm gonna go get, like, Dunkin'. Like, right now.
Right now.
Go ahead.
They don't have Dunkin' here.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah. But it's still freaking expensive.
There's a... Oh!
My God.
No, and he's going to be safe.
Yeah.
That was a fucking amazing play.
You're like, that's a fucking amazing play. Well, what a day.
DJ, get ready.
We're just kidding. Wait, what do you mean?
My stupid ass. Oh.
Get ready.
Yeah.
He said DJ, get ready.
He goes, wait, what do you mean, DJ, get ready? Or no, like, hold on, I'm going to replay that.
We're just kidding.
Wait, what do you mean get ready?
Yeah.
He said DJ, get ready.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to pick them off.
Teresa, did you see if they had a Dunkin' anywhere in here?
They have a Dunkin' Donuts, no donuts, just hot chocolate.
Okay, good. Hey, hey, we're doing this a day after Mother's Day. Shout out all the mothers out there. Happy belated Mother's Day.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
Any mother out there, to somebody who has given me a place to sleep, a plate of food to eat, thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Couldn't be more grateful.
How much was the coffee?
How much was the coffee? $19.99. It's probably that much now. Jeez.
$4 for hot chocolate.
Scores 2-1 Mets. Count 1-0 to Brandy Man King.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sleeping on that.
Now this is me and Anthony coming up, and this is funny. It's just funny.
Man, it's so cold out here right now. You can't understand. Hey,
A vicious hacker by the Grand Sir. A vicious sacrifice. A vicious swing by the Grandmaster Curtis. Hey, stupid guy.
there's a guy walking by.
I can't see. I can.
Hey, stupid guy. And I can see. Oh, I can. Literally, just us talking out of our asses just to stay warm.
Man, God, man.
Now, granted, we do this regularly at a game, in the future, but, still, that was the reason why. It was just so damn cold, and we were just talking out of our asses.
Alright, 1-1 the count. Fouled away again.
Vicious swing by the...
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh my God.
We gotta recreate that, man. You just started just oh my God. It's too damn good.
It's like I'm shaking the camera. It's so cold out here. Right, Deej?
Yes, it's too fucking cold.
Just inside and... Oh,
Just
yeah.
a tad inside.
I thought it looked like he was going to take his shin guard off.
Get a poopy.
Second time.
Oh my God.
Replay.
Listen to what he said, people.
Just inside and... Oh,
Just
yeah.
a tad inside.
I thought it looked like he was going to take his shin guard off.
Get a poopy.
You ain't gonna poopy. Oh my God almighty.
Was that DJ or Nick?
I think that was you.
That was me.
I think that was you. I always thought that was you. You're just you ain't gonna poopy.
It sounds like Nick.
Sounds like you're struggling. Whoever it was struggling, man. Holy shit.
Second time was a blast. Third time I...
Hey, how about them Yankees, huh? How about them Yankees?
Yeah, but the Yankees.
It's 4-3 now. It was 3-2 before.
I think you guys were losing.
I can't feel my thumb. And that's another foul ball.
Damn it, Curtis.
And then my phone dies. Because it was so damn cold. I didn't want to play that. We're just gonna... All right, finally, there's a pup right there. My phone died because it was so damn cold.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, that was just the old days. Well, hey,
man, that was good. But hey, now let's go ahead and watch the Chargers schedule release because, I mean, it was just fantastic. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, it's just great.
which one? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and put that one on. Oh, it literally started right away. Okay, great. Oh, it looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, dude,
Wow.
It's fantastic. People, I'm going to tell you this, and when we were talking about Ashley's outrageously random questions earlier, this is the reason why I said this was the best.
Mm-hmm. The I won't say San Diego Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, shout out LA.
2023
Now they made
schedule
one last year,
release.
but this is this year's
anime. Let's do it. That's cool. That's awesome. Bi-week. Wait, hold on. What did that note say? Sheldon High School Fishing Club.
Hey, shout out them, I guess. Side duck, man.
Side duck. Oh my god. Let's put a disclaimer there really quick as we get, what's the name of him again?
Scheisse.
Oh my god. It's like Chinippy or something like that. Oh man, I don't
Damn,
remember.
I can't remember.
From Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
He's from Chainsaw Man. But disclaimer, if you have a gambling problem, there you go. Like how they put the
Lamar
Dragon Ball Z.
Jackson, his contract.
Oh wow. Gold medal.
Dude, that is fantastic.
That is fire.
That is fantastic.
It's freaking my hero and Danny Tomlinson and all the other guys.
Dude, okay, so I mean, like, oh my god, Winslow,
Gates,
man. Oh my god,
Rivers, dude, that's sick.
Junior Seau,
dude,
holy moly, man.
That is fire, man. That is
really
fire. One
really
for all.
good,
One
dude.
for all right there, baby.
That is so good.
That is so good. And I also liked how they used the hyperbolic time chamber for the Packers.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I like it though, the little cheese.
Yeah, with the little cheese. Oh my god. I didn't realize that. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I just saw the green and I was like, oh, okay, like that's pretty cool. But I'm guessing that's for Jordan Love. For him to train in the hyperbolic time chamber,
Yeah.
for him to be hopefully
I think the guy.
next great Packer.
Well, I mean, back it up a little bit longer. So I believe that is Jordan Love, if I'm not mistaken. It might not be, but
I'm not sure.
But I mean, like,
that's not Rodgers, is it?
no, because
Brother
they already
McAfee. Do my own research. Schedule. Something appointment.
I think that is Rodgers.
I think it is Rodgers. But like,
I guess it's him like burning.
What anime is this referencing?
Burning it up. I don't know.
I'm very curious. Like, it's very interesting. Look at the little bear there.
The Jets one was really good as well.
Oh yeah, the jet one here.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Gabagool, Gabagool, we did it! We did it!
Yeah, Gabagool!
We did it, Rex's goddamn snack bar. That's funny.
That's fantastic.
King of Broadway.
The
Trey. Wow, they did the Knicks dirty there. The King of Broadway, Trey Young. That is fucked up.
Oh my god.
That is fucked up. Single cougar in your area.
We gotta make that when we realized it was Gabagool.
Because now it's freaking Aaron Rodgers there.
We gotta make that Gabagool one a fucking TikTok or something.
The
Jeez.
Gabagool.
That was great.
Pizza Rat strikes again. I heard NJ. Yeah, because they're not actually,
Single cougars in your area.
single cougars in your area. Oh my god, man.
Jeez.
And then Charo.
Is that Edison Ray?
Where?
The person.
That?
Yeah, I have no idea.
The woman? I don't know who that is. Some TikTok
I'm
dancer.
assuming if it's a famous TikToker, it's probably her.
I don't know.
Whatever. Hey, but that's the video, man. I mean, that is fantastic.
That is
mean,
oh yeah. Oh, we gotta go back to oh my god.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry as Cyborg. That is sick. That is sick.
Wild.
That is awesome. That looks so freaking cool. Wow.
Jeez, like the
and then
the Titan Tower.
Titan Tower. That
That's
is
just
perfect.
so
Like perfect.
good.
Spot on. Like how could you not?
It's just
You can't fuck
so
that up.
good.
It's just so damn good, man.
I mean, I also
Hunter.
the bye week. It's referencing Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
It's referencing the high school or the fishing club.
Yep.
And it's referencing Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah.
So I mean, like I love it. And then Dak Prescott getting ran over by a bus. I also love that too.
Dak Prescott gave away the ball twice in the narrow loss to the 49ers in a matchup the Cowboys had a chance to win if they didn't again generate self-inflicted wounds. No way. Yo, the marketing team for the Chargers,
God.
they're dirty. They're dirty. They got some dirty dogs in LA, man. They got some dirty dogs in LA.
Honestly though, are they lying?
They're not lying at all.
I mean, like that's probably the worst part of it.
Oh yeah, and then the freaking the freaking cash out voucher.
That's how much they paid Jimmy.
Oh man, and then Pat McAfee being in there.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, AJ Hawk.
Stephon Diggs. What was it called right here?
Yeah.
That was for the Bills, right? Yeah, because they're gonna play the Bills. What is this referencing?
So I think it's referencing the turmoil after the Bills got eliminated. Diggs
I know that,
off.
but what anime? I wonder what anime they're referencing here. Burn it all their Super Bowls that they participated in, because they couldn't damn win one. Hey, I mean, Buffalo, at least you're the actual only New York team. I'll give you that.
Honestly. But hey, that is a pretty damn good. And the Tomlinson.
The Tomlinson
one
for all.
Play it from here.
That charge right there. I want to
the little charge is fantastic. Like, come on. And his eye. Oh!
That is sick. That's fire, man.
LT, man.
LT. Those were the days, man.
That's our LT.
Oh, that's our LT right there, absolutely.
Sorry, Lawrence Taylor, but we didn't grow up with you. We grew up with LaDainian Tomlinson. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Damian Tomlinson, baby.
Man,
oh, man. That was cool.
You want to watch the first one?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
We'll just watch it, and then we'll go ahead and just do the outro.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and watch the first one. 2022's edition.
Yep.
This was last year's, this one?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the 2020... Sorry.
It's not on there.
Yeah, I know. But the noise. We don't need to hear them.
Yeah, damn metal.
I can't even skip it. It's one I can't skip because, ad revenue. It's essential apparently. All right. The first one in 2022, the Chargers' first anime, but it's anime. I love that.
It's great.
Their marketing is just top notch, man.
Like, that is just fantastic.
That is just awesome.
I just
dude.
I gotta say, shout out Los Angeles Chargers media team. Y'all are fan-freaking-tastic.
Fantastic, bro. That was it's top notch right there.
I mean, I can't say it any other way.
I wish all the teams did that.
I mean, honestly, the Colts, they did DeForest Buckner and I'm not gonna remember his first name, but Grove. You know, they did like a food review, and they got a food, and they had to guess what city it was from, which, you know, what team they were playing. So, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it was like, yeah. But I mean, that top notch.
Oh,
Top notch.
top notch.
That's all I can say. Well, hey folks, it's gotten down to that part of the stream again, or that part of the podcast, where we end up saying goodbye to you guys for the week. The next time that we are not able to do a podcast on Monday night, we will notify all our socials beforehand.
Absolutely.
Because that was something that I was saying I was going to do and never did. So I apologize for that. But thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for, just hanging out and, spending another Monday night with us. We really appreciate it. We look forward to doing it every week. We love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Share at your boy. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands.
With your hands.
You got any final words, man?
It's semester's over finally.
Yeah, I know, right?
Can make money again.
Yeah, get to work. Get to not worry about assignments. Stupid teachers. It's great. It's great. Thank you, folks, for making this another fantastic Monday. I love you. And always, always, always remember.